Sometimes the hardest decision isn't knowing that you want to start over. It's knowing that doing so might confuse or disappoint the people around you. It's that quiet, nagging thought. What will they think if I walk away from this? Or will they see me as a failure if I change paths now? But here's the truth no one says enough. You are allowed to start over, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else, even if it's quiet, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Life isn't a straight line, and you were never meant to live the same story forever. People evolve, desires shift, values change. Sometimes, what once fit you perfectly begins to feel tight, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're growing. And that growth might take you to places you never imagined when you first started. You're allowed to leave something behind, a job, a relationship, a role, a version of yourself, not because it was bad, but because it no longer feels true. That's not giving up. That's choosing alignment. You don't owe anyone the version of you they remember. You only owe yourself honesty. Sometimes, the most courageous thing you can do is to walk away from something that no longer feels like home. It doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're choosing to stop living someone else's idea of success. It means you're choosing to move in a direction that feels right in your bones, even if no one else sees the vision yet. There will be people who don't understand. That's okay. Let them misunderstand you. Not everyone needs to be on the same path for it to be valid. You weren't born to live a life that earns constant approval. You were born to live a life that feels like peace. And sometimes, peace begins with letting go, gently, bravely, and without fanfare. You don't need to explain your restart to everyone. Some things don't need a big announcement. Some chapters begin with quiet clarity, a soft inner knowing that says, this is not the end. This is the beginning, again. And starting over doesn't mean you failed. It means you learned. It means you're not willing to stay somewhere just because it's familiar. It means you're listening to your own voice, maybe for the first time in a while. If you're in that place right now, standing on the edge of a shift, feeling uncertain, maybe even scared, I want you to know that's normal. You're not broken. You're becoming. You don't have to rush it. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to trust that the next version of your life deserves to be chosen with intention, not fear. So take your time. Begin again quietly, if that's what feels safe, or boldly, if that's what feels true. Either way, it's still your story, and you get to write the next chapter, even if no one else understands the plot yet. And if this message helped you feel seen, even a little, I'd love for you to subscribe. I share these reflections not because I have all the answers, but because I know what it feels like to be in between chapters. This space is for those of us who are still unfolding, still rewriting, still growing in our own time. Let's keep becoming, together.